Safely the Quest lay in the water, among broken ice floes that didn't bother her, resting on the waves. She was lying there, peacefully with her engines off, as quiet as a ghost. She was a ghost, one from another age, one which had travelled back into that which no longer existed. They had no reason to return, they only knew that they had to. The wandering voyage of the Quest needed a goal, and they had found it. It was no great deed that the newspapers could write about. It was no adventure for memories to come. Simply it was a journey back, simple but greater than all they could grasp with their shivering bodies. By the gunwale they were standing, staring. Before their eyes, rising from the sea, with ragged peaks and torn glaciers, was Elephant Island. They looked at the island, at the place where they had suffered their darkest pains, and they were silent. To his cabin Macklin retired that night and turned to his diary. His mouth was dry and his heart was hammering because the thoughts were beating him bloody. They hit him, the thoughts of the island and the pains, and the thoughts of the men. His pen staggered, but it put the words on the paper. Ah, what memories, what memories! They rush to one like a great flood and bring tears to one's eyes. And as I sit and try to write, a great rush of feeling comes over me, and I find I cannot express myself, or what I feel. Once more I see the little boat, Frankie Wilde's hut, dark and dirty, but a snug little shelter all the same. Once more I see the old faces and hear the old voices, old friends scattered everywhere. He loved them. He missed them. Comrades so true and so real he wouldn't ever meet again. It made him tremble. He knew and would always know that they were the best men he had ever known. They were his dearest friends. The years had walked with him, and he had written so much. He had written from the departure of the Endurance, and he had written through winter darkness, through icy nights and storming waves. He had written himself to this very moment. So much he had written, and an ending was needed for his tale. How much he ever wrote after that day, how long he ever continued, he would have his ending, ready and framed. He wanted an ending that said it all, that spoke, and it did. Macklin swallowed and put the pen to the paper. He wrote, "But to express all I feel is impossible." In the snow is a small group of men, black and white through the eye of the motion picture camera. They pose in front of a monument standing on a frozen rock on South Georgia. They have erected it for him whom they know that they loved. In the snow the men pose, and they know that it's right. Nothing else is meaningful. They look into the camera for that short while. They look straight into the future, while their thoughts rest in the past. They're all in the same thoughts, but they don't need to speak about it. They don't need to, because they all share it. The thoughts and the memories have tied them together with blood-red velvet bands. And so they rise and walk out from the picture. They rise from the snow and walk away. They disappear, a blurry group of men on the elderly film, a small remnant. The monument stares out over the sea forever, out over the adventurous waves of Antarctica. On its base is a text. Sir Ernest Shackleton, explorer, died here January the 5th, 1922. Erected by his comrades.